Morning everyone and welcome to this week's update, the final update of 2023, and my word, what a year it has been. Now, before I talk about just a review of the year, I just want to flag to you one of the big charity events that we are going to be holding on Thursday. As you will be aware, that we have been holding different events throughout the year, whether that's small bun sales, winter fairs, whether we've done the cinema nights for different schools, and it was great to see the Year 11s do it this Friday. All of the bedtime story things that the primary schools have been doing. You know, over the last few months, we have been doing lots and lots of different events to raise money for Doctors Without Borders, because that's what the children wanted to do when they were worried about what's happening in Gaza and the plight of the Palestinians. So this is culminating this Thursday in a sponsored walk, and we are aiming, as I mentioned last week, to walk to Gaza. This is 15,000 times around the front square. This is going to be on Thursday, and we would like to invite each and every one of you to join us after school at 2:45 on Thursday. You don't have to do that, obviously, but that is what we're going to be doing, and we're going to see how many laps we can do. Now, it is meant to be appalling weather on Thursday, really high winds and rain, so we may have to postpone it, and we'll do it after Christmas if we do so. But this really is a culmination of trying to get everybody involved to raise some money for the victims of the atrocities that are happening over in the Middle East at the moment. So I just wanted to flag that with you and invite you to come and join us should you wish. We're going to be doing it during the day at different stages of the day. Different year groups are going to be getting involved. And if you would like to join us after school at 2:45, then please do so. So this year, what a year it's been. I think, and I don't often will say things like this, I think it's been a really hard year for schools, for education in general, and at the moment it is a challenging time in schools and in the public sector in general, as many of you will know as you work there, whether it's the healthcare or social care, the police force, but you know, in education is what we know, and it has been a really, really challenging year. You know, it's around funding, around all of the strike action to make sure that schools and teachers have the right amount of money to be able to provide the best opportunities, and we're not out of the woods with that yet. There are still more and more things we're going to have to deal with and cuts to come, unfortunately. But I don't think that should detract from an incredible year at the Halifax Academy, and I just want to thank each and every one of you families for supporting us. It really is one of the main reasons why we do it is that sense of joy and purpose we have, working with yourselves, working with the children, working in the local community to make sure it is the best possible experience, because we want our people to know how fabulous and fantastic your children are, our community is. And, you know, I'm really, really proud of the work we do. And when I was thinking about this year, you know, I was thinking of all the different things we do, like the community kitchen, for example. You know, tens of thousands of meals have been made this year and distributed. I'm really proud of that. We're one of the only schools in the country who do that. Lots of schools have food banks, but they don't offer hot meals every single week. And we do that, and I'm really proud of the work we then do with Madiney Mosque and with Hassan down there to make sure that locally together, and I know there are lots of other organisations we work with, really try and provide a safety net for people just in case they need it. I'm proud of the iftar that we held with the Scouts, and again, what a fantastic organisation they are and the work that they do. And that was an incredible experience, a really humbling experience to be part of when I took my own son there, to see that sense of community and that sense of real belief. It was a really, really, I was really proud to be able to be just a small part in that. Obviously, it was the Scouts who organised all of that, but to be able to host that and again doing it next year was a real achievement. All of the trips and visits around the country, wherever we have been, whether that's reception or Year 11, again, making sure the children have had all of those fantastic different experiences, and we will continue to do that. And thank you to all of the primary families who came and raised money for that this week. That was lovely to see you all in school. It was a packed event. It's the best we've ever had. So thank you for all of your commitment and support with that. We have also had investors in people come in again and just give us that health check to say what a fantastic job we're doing. We've got national recognition with our work around Oracy and Voice 21, designated that flexible working ambassador school, and we get to work up and down the country with schools to look at flexible working practices. And again, that's really about making sure we've got the best teachers in front of your children, because we know having great teachers means you get great outcomes, and returning to outcomes and that sense of GCSE grades, again, maintaining that really, really high achievement in school, both in primary and in secondary, and the students again achieving some fantastic grades, one of the highest in Calderdale and locally in West Yorkshire as well. We're a really, really high achieving school, so that was fantastic. And then obviously we've got Ofsted as well. Who can forget Ofsted coming in at the back end of last year in June, and then having a look at all the fantastic things that we do in school. And recognising that, as I say, you saw the report, you've seen the outstandings that we've got there. Not that it means anything or even comes close to quantifying what we do as a school, but it was nice for them to recognise some of the fantastic work, the exceptional professional learning we have, the relationships we have with you, and it's a real caring school. Again, then, some of the national campaigns around free school meals that the children have been in. They've been up and down the country, talking to lords, talking to MPs, politicians, loads and loads of different people, campaigning on the behalf of children they're never going to meet, they won't know, but saying everybody deserves free school meals. And again, really, really proud to be part of that. So all of these different things around a voice to change the world, making sure that our children have got that real sense of belief and confidence in themselves and that pride in the community. I've been really, really proud of what we have achieved this year. And I know that next year, irrespective of the challenges that it will bring, no doubt, with school funding and all of the other things that we're going to have to cope with, we have got some brilliant ideas to make the school even stronger for your children. Make sure that we keep those fantastic teachers that you know and that you trust, so that they're in front of your children more often, and that we get to keep them. Because as you will probably know, teaching at the moment is in a crisis. Only 50% of the places for new teachers was filled at the beginning of the year. So, some schools are really, really struggling. We have expert teachers in front of your children all of the time. And keeping hold of those teachers is one of the biggest things that we can do to make sure that your children are successful, and keeping hold of the fantastic staff we have. And I think that's a testament to the work that we do, that you do, that we do together, that we have got this absolutely wonderful, wonderful school. So I'm going to leave you with that message. Thank you to everyone who has been involved. I do hope to see some of you on Thursday. And please have a very, very peaceful, festive period. Get a break with your family. Have a safe new year. And I will see you in January. Take care, everyone.
Good morning, everyone. I hope you've had a wonderful weekend. I want to first start this off by saying a massive thank you to everybody who came to our first ever Winter Bazaar. It was a huge success. It was packed. Loads of parents, carers, other family members came to make the event such a success, and our raffle winners got announced, so please check school comms if you're a raffle winner. And I know our reception team are counting up the money that we raised, so a text will be sent out to let you know how much money we raised from the Winter Bazaar. But yes, a huge thank you to everybody who came, and we'll be holding more events in the future, so please look out for school comms and different advertisements so you know what we're doing and when. Secondly, today, I'd like to remind everyone, although we're entering the final week of the half term, it's so important that we keep those standards high, and that we are arriving at school at 8:20 a.m. ready to learn. Gates open before that time, so children should be ready to learn at 8:20. And if your child has an intervention, they start at 8 o'clock, so please ensure they're on time for those very important interventions. If your child is in an intervention, groups may be changing over the half term, so again, please check school comms so you know if your child is going to the Spring 1 interventions. I know this past week clubs got announced for what clubs are happening. I know we've got some dance clubs, football clubs, we've got sewing clubs, we've got loads of clubs going in the Spring 1 term. So to ensure you don't miss out on these places, you need to book straight away. So come into reception if you haven't got the text, but you should have. So please look at school comms and parent pay so you know how to book onto a club ready for the Spring 1 term. But yeah, I thank you for all your efforts and hard work over this autumn term. We're moving to spring now. Again, standards high after Christmas, and I'll see you all in the coming week. Goodbye, everyone.